Vasily Kumov is not happy. Vasily Kumov is not happy. He's released video blaming NATO for the massive amount of casualties the Iron Wolves have sustained in Kuban. His goal is to launch chemical weapons into Georgia and Turkey in an attempt to force NATO to deploy troops in Kurban. He should be blaming Moscow for the losses, but his blind loyalty makes him more dangerous. We have reports that Kumov is visiting the front lines in southern Kuban. Local NATO-backed resistance forces will assault the front later today. Your mission has two objectives. First is to infiltrate behind the Iron Wolves' lines and prevent Kumov from escaping. Second, destroy two weapon cabins. Vasily Kumov is not happy. He's released video blaming NATO for the massive amount of casualties the Iron Wolves have sustained in Kuban. His goal is to launch chemical weapons into Georgia and Turkey in an attempt to force NATO to deploy troops in Kurban. He should be blaming Moscow for the losses, but his blind loyalty makes him more dangerous. We have reports that Kumov is visiting the front lines in southern Kuban. Local NATO-backed resistance forces will assault the front later today. Your mission has two objectives. Load into the back of the helicopter. First is to infiltrate behind the Iron Wolves' lines and prevent Kumov from escaping. Second, destroy two weapon caches. You'll be inserted at an abandoned farm about 500 meters east of the first cache. You'll need to move quickly and be prepared to repel any reactionary forces if the insertion is observed. Then, make your way to the first objective at the village. You may need to go building by building to find the cache. The second cache is on the ground floor of a large building north of the village. That building sits at the crossroads in the entrance to the valley. Resistance may be heavy. Finally, make your way northwest to the extraction point. I suggest you go early in the morning. However, the choice is yours. A recommended loadout is available in the armory, but feel free to take whatever equipment you think you may need. Remember, if you spot Kumov, take him out. Good luck. The insertion was observed. You have a fire team-sized element moving your way. The enemy is moving down the road from the west. Dig in here at the farm and repel their assault. Send the second team. We cannot afford to miss this shot at Kumov. Enjoy your flight into our remote island training area. You'll start at the airfield, move into the obstacle course, and end by running through the basic weapon range. Load into the back of the helicopter. Welcome to Task Force Dagger, a multinational task force that can be deployed anywhere. This is our remote training facility. You're the only recruit today, so you'll have the island to yourself. We do all of our training here, but run our missions off of a ship, so we can travel anywhere in the world. Today, we'll run you through some basic training courses, movement, and then a weapons course. You'll be assigned to the Poseidon, one of our ships, when you're finished here today. Below you can see the weapon range. We have targets from 10 meters up to 800 meters. Out the right side is our obstacle. That's where you'll head first. Head through the west gate to reach the obstacle course. You should now see a waypoint on the compass. Follow it through the west gate to reach the obstacle course. Crouch down and move to the other side of the pipes. Hit the dirt and start crawling under the barbed wire. Stand up, run across the boards. If you fall, take the stairs back to the start. Welcome to the basic weapons range. Here you'll get a refresher on weapon handling and inventory management. Now make your way to the pistol range. An objective has been added to your compass. The first way to pick up an item is through your inventory. Now place the items in the proper pouches. That's it for the inventory management. You can also look at an item and pick it up. You now have a pistol in your sidearm holster and some magazines. Equip the pistol now. Fire off a few shots at the targets. You can reload slowly and retain magazines, or you can reload quickly and drop the magazine. I'll lower all the targets now. During the test, one or more targets will pop up for a moment. You'll need at least one magazine. There are more on the table, so grab them now if needed. Let's get started. Shoot the targets as they appear. One target. Target's down. One target. Hit. Two targets. Target's down. Two targets. Good hits. Two targets. Good hits. Three targets. Bullseye. Three targets. Targets down. Two targets. Shot hit. Good work. Next we'll move over to the rifle range. Make your way there now. A marker has been added to your compass.